These measures will, of course, be different in different countries. Nevertheless, in the most advanced country, the following will be pretty general acceptable: abolition of property in land and application of all rents of land to public purpose. A heavy progress of graduated income tax. Abolition of all right of inheritance. Confiscation of the property of all immigrants and rebels. So let's take everything that they have. Centralization of credit in the hands of state by means of national bank with state capital and exclusive monopoly. Centralization of the means of communication and transport in the hands of the state. Extension of factories and instruments of production owned by the state to bring into cultivation of wastelands and the improvement of the soil, generally in accordance with a common plan. Equal liability of all labor. Establishment of industrial armies, especially for agriculture. Combination of agriculture with manufacturing and industry. Gradual abolition. I can't say that word. Abolition of the distinction between town and country. 15-minute cities. By a more equitable distribution of population over the country. Free education for all children in public schools. Abolition of children's factory labor in its present form. Combination of education with industrial production, etc., etc. Does that sound like what's going on right now? Getting rid of personal freedoms, getting rid of just freedoms in general for everybody, giving everything to the state, paying extremely high taxes, being equitable, letting the state control every little thing that you do. This isn't a new idea. This isn't some law that's trying to be passed or some, whatever executive order from any one person. This is a Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx. This old book right here. Found this in a one of those free book things in town. People, put free books in them. And I was like, no way, I really can't believe that this was even in there. Right next to like a Bible and little kid's book. Not that I'm communist or anything, but it's good to have this to see what's going on. It's a playbook to take over a country. It is a way to destroy your way of life. And it's exactly what's going on right now in this country. Your civil liberties, your personal freedom, your self-worth, your self-inheritance to do whatever you want in this free country that we have is being eroded every single day. Your personal freedom of choice is not going to be around much longer. You need to realize that. You need to realize everything that the state does, everything that the federal government does, whether it is on purpose or not, everything that they do will eventually lead us down to a total takeover of our country, whether it is fascism or communism or some kind of dictatorship that's mixed with all of that combined. The amount of laws, regulations, this, that, and the other, executive orders, all of this shit combined It is not the way our country was set up to be. We have literally millions of laws in this country. The tax code is meant to get you in trouble because you cannot understand it. It is time to stop paying attention. Not paying attention, I'm sorry. It is time to disregard what they say. It is time to disregard what your insane governor says if it does not align with the Constitution of the United States. Taxes are absolutely insane. You're paying anywhere from 20 to 30% of what you work for to pay for your way of life. Not to mention every little thing that you pay for is taxed. The light that I'm using is taxed, even though I already paid for it. The money that I make, the gas that I put in my car payment, you go to the store, you buy food, everything is taxed to the point to where you can barely afford it. To the point of you don't even want to go to this store because it's so depressing on how much things cost. And they don't want you to be self-sufficient. They do not want you. They cannot have you self-sufficient. They cannot have you producing your own firewood, like I just got done talking about earlier. They do not want you to grow your own food because they cannot tax it. They don't want you to use your own raw cow milk because it's unsafe, even though we've been drinking it for thousands of years. They don't want you to produce your own without them because they can't pull from it. When you make your own stuff, when you produce your own goods in this country, or anywhere for that matter, they can't pull from it. They don't want that. They want you stuck on their medicine. They want you to eat their shitty food to get you sick so you can pay for their medicine that they own anyway. Everything that is in this country revolves around their ideas and their way of staying in power. And once you realize that, once you're out of the system that you are free, being free isn't about having a $1 million job or having a big home. Being free is hard. It's very hard. But being free is producing your own goods to have a say in what you eat and where you go. That is freedom. Freedom is producing your own goods. Not getting stuff for free, not getting handouts from the government. That's not freedom, that is slavery. Everything that is free comes with a cost, and it comes with the cost of you doing what they say. Once you produce your own stuff, you necessarily don't have to go with what they say, because what are they going to do from you? Or what are they going to do towards you? I know in the end what they're going to try to do, what they want to do, but we have these things in the Constitution that require us to use them when we have a tyrannical government. You're obligated to use them. It's not there for hunting, and it's not there for protesting. We have laws in this country that are meant to protect us as American citizens from outsiders and bad people from within. It is up to you to understand that and to be free in a way that you can. Have an amazing day.